I'm IBX Toy Cat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Do you like my brand new t-shirt? It looks a lot like it's a Nautilus shell, is it called? I got a whole t-shirt branded this way, except wait a minute, no I didn't. I'm actually just wearing a t-shirt that happens to be the exact color of my green screen. I can't take off the coat either, today you learned. And so yeah, I'm gonna be a floating head today, but if you wanna not be a floating head, you know what you should do? You should get yourself a t-shirt. Wow, where can you get a t-shirt? Apparently, the Christmas cat one is available in spring. There's a little button when you're streaming where you can apparently promote merch, and that's it. So what are we doing today is your key question that you're asking that is unrelated to that. And the answer is we wait for Thunder. Wow, what are we going to do to make sure Thunder comes earlier? We literally can't do anything. Is this correct? This feels weird. Feels like we're missing something. Yeah, we can't do anything besides go fishing. We got some saddles. We could get some horse breeding going on to make a slightly faster horse. But yeah, we're mostly just trying to get some enchanted fishing rods because right now we've got this amazing bow that can do incredible things, but we don't have anything else. Also, Nixie says Toy Cat's my favorite floating head. Thank you very much. Anyway, so we'll unpin that now. It's fun that there's a little button you can press to promote your own merch, even though that's not the official. Whatever, you know, look, we've got like I mean that's official, I guess. I'm working on something very fun right now that I think people will be very excited about. But you're the bodiless head man. I mean, if you really think about it, like if you really think about it, are you right now a bodiless head man? I mean, your head is where all the thinking and whatnot happens. The body is just it's a meat suit that you're wearing. It's the same as if you jump into a mech suit or a car. You are not the car. The car is just a thing that is on top of you. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's not perfectly greened out everywhere. Maybe I've got to get better lighting on me. If I sit this way, though, you know what? Let's not think about it too hard. Let's just enjoy being green screened out. So what do you need gold for? That's a good question that you're asking. We need gold to make golden apples. Why do we need golden apples? Golden apple plus splash potion equals healed villager. Also, Dog Girl 51. Sorry. Thank you for the first tip of the first tip of the stream. It is good to see you. How is it going today? I covered an entire 1,000 by 500.
Streaming makes my
That's
day
crazy.
infinitely better.
Also, thank you, Anastasia Crawford. Again, you've been one of the familiar faces during these streams. Glad you've been liking them. Your body is the back to tank for your brain. I too am a floating head. I type via brainwaves. At some point in the future, especially with the proliferation of the internet, it's not healthy for you necessarily, but lots of people spend more of their time online, their conscious time online, than offline anyway. So if you could get an interface, you know, let's say your body decays and dies, because that's inevitably going to happen. If you could get an interface between your body and your brain, between your brain and the internet, so you could type in live streams like Drewski or Budawi are doing right now, or Bob the Fish. It's good to see you, Bob the Fish. But if Bob the Fish was just a brain floating in a tank, able to comment on live streams, would that be very different? I don't know. Also, Azabian hopes the rest of my body will come back soon. I hope it comes back soon too. You know, that's important to me, that one day I'm fully bodied. Let's say you die. These interesting thoughts are why I come to the stream, says Finch Crossley. But like, you know, when that happens, are you human still? You know, are you just as real as anyone else? I mean, because it's really your brain that's piloting this body, but your body isn't in use right now. You're laying there like this, or like whatever you're doing. Your body is like this thing you're putting off to the side. It's like when you take off a coat or get out of the car, you're not in it right now. Like, it's there, and it's available whenever you need to, but you're not using it to watch this live stream, but you're not less human because you're watching this live stream. Your body doesn't make you human, your brain does. Firewood money from Finnish IBX Toy Cat here, says IBX Toy Cat, but it's in Finnish. This is my Finnish accent. It's very poor. I have worked on it not very long. Are you sure thunderstorms can even spawn? There hasn't been a single storm. You know what the worst bit is? We did have a thunderstorm way earlier. I think like hour 5 or 6. We're on hour 25, 26 now. So 20 hours ago, more or less, we had some. you know, it's been a time, huh? It's been a time. Are you the same person if you replace every part of your body one by one? Says Dynastic Pig. The ship of Theseus question. The answer is you know, really, the answer is that we haven't had to come to firm conclusions on this, but there is a debate inside each of us individually as to, like, when do you consider someone to be a new human being? Like, if you get a heart transplant, we all say as a society, you're the same person, you just have a new heart, okay? If you get a kidney transplant, same person, new kidney. You know, and then eventually, you know, you need to replace your, I don't know, your liver too. And then at some point your brain stops functioning, so you replace that. Are you still the same person? Society says, by and large, like, we don't have brain transplants, so let's not think about it. But there is a very real and very important question there. Also, we keep breaking the wheat, but not getting many of these. Also, in case you're curious, because I know some people definitely are curious, why is my game getting a little bit choppier than perhaps you might like? And the answer is this pile of, not this pile of pigs, but it's this pile of pigs. We have so many pigs in one space. Do. Also, thank you, Impatient Schnell. It's good to see you. But Deanna Gonzalez, thank you for becoming the first member of the stream. I am very excited to see that. New body fund. I genuinely am very excited at the idea of getting a new body at some point, right? Because so much. Okay. One of the things that I think I don't value enough. You know, are we going too deep too early? We're going too deep too early. Well, someone remind me to talk about that later. But for now, if someone asks, everyone asks, where is Toy Cat? But no one asks, why is Toy Cat? You know, these are the questions that people don't ask. You're right. It's pretty rude too.
I would be someone who would be happy in the Matrix. If it feels real, what's the difference?
See, this is something they addressed in the first Matrix. But like, there is a guy who just realizes life sucks so bad outside the Matrix. I want to be in the Matrix, and I want to forget what it is not like in there. You know, like, if you can simulate a reality so good, why do you want to live in the fake one? But, you know, to some extent, this is just saying, like, I would like to be lied to for my own preservation. And I think, even though everyone would say that they don't, I think everyone likes this on some level. Like, just, you know, like, it's actually quite polite to lie to someone to help them out in some ways. It's also really impolite in an entirely different frame and manner, but a lot of people do have this, like, value that they find inside of it, and it's very interesting. Also, yeah, his name is Cypher, and he was an a-hole. I mean, he was definitely, see, but the thing that made him bad was not his wants to just live in a world that wasn't terrible. His thing that made him bad was that he betrayed his friends to potentially do that. That's the dangerous thing there. And the worst bit is, because they never follow it up in the movies, we don't know if he's living his best life in the Matrix right now. I mean, I guess that Matrix doesn't exist anymore, so he's definitely not. But yeah, there's a whole interesting thing. I don't want to know how the sausage is made, says Michael D. Yeah, that's this phrase is so interesting to me. Like, because I'm someone who, like, I eat. I feel as though of all the people in my life who eat meat, I'm like the most willing to be uncomfortable about it. Being like, yeah, this is like an animal's flesh, and it's a bit of a weird one. You know, like it's like I understand why we eat this. You know, like on all the sorts of levels. But also, it's a bit of a weird thing, right? There's some, you know, like I love lobster rolls as much as the next person, but like, so there's this weird like sea insect that we chop up, and then that's like luxury for some reason. It's very strange stuff, and so the phrase "the sausage getting made," it's like, yeah, you don't want to know how it's made. The truth makes you uncomfortable with it, and it's fascinating because, you know, like this is a big example. Love you, Toy Cat. No homo. Thank you, Fred and Kalinan. Really appreciate it. Because that needed clarification. Oh, wait. No way. So it's raining now. Rain and thunder are separate weather conditions. Thunder happens randomly. Rain happens randomly. If it's thundering and it's not raining, you don't get thunder. If it's raining and it's not thundering, you don't get thunder. If both are turned on at the same time, you do. So when it starts to rain, what we do is we just face this way again. If we face the pigs, you can see the game literally slows down. We face away from the pigs and we go fishing because we get more stuff.
Happy birthday to Jamie. Here's a tip for Toy Cat.
Happy birthday to Jamie. Happy birthday to Jamie. Happy birthday to Jamie, and money for Toy Cat. Happy birthday to Jamie. So yeah, in case you're curious, this is this stream, and I guess the last one, and if we're being pessimistic, maybe the next one, we are grinding for this. Also, hey Toy Cat, I just also wait, use a bottle and make mud. Oh, we're playing in the preview. Can we just do that?
Hey Toy Cat, I just wanted to say, I'm never gonna give you up, and I'm never gonna let you down.
Are you never gonna run around and desert me? Why are you not letting me know? You're letting me down right now, Ponytail. No, thank you. I appreciate the tip. Thunderstorm counter resets to 150,000 ticks, right? I've heard a lot of things about this, and I don't know if I believe any of them. But what I appreciate is the fact that everyone has opinions. You know, really, isn't that what makes us human? It's not our brains or our feelings that make us humans. It's our ability to, no, that's kind of it. Place some blocks over the water and have dirt over... Yeah, I think we can actually make some, we can make some mud, huh? And some mud bricks. I feel weird because the point of playing in the preview is not so that we can use new blocks. I just wanted to play this world without cheats being enabled, but then they enabled themselves anyway, so maybe that's on me. Yeah, isn't Toy Cat just a green shirt deep down? To some extent, okay, we go a layer deeper on this, right? Mud moment, says ZD. If you go a layer deeper on this one than you think about, even though we are our brains and our body are these weird extensions of us, our bodies do signify a lot to our brain about how we should be. You ever been struck by natural lightning in Minecraft, Toy Cat, says Doggirl51? I think it happened to me once, and it was so surreal. Do you want to know the craziest thing? I think the very first ever sighting of a charged creeper, at least on YouTube, in the Minecraft space, Minecraft console space, I should say, was by a friend of mine who was just playing Minecraft, and he's like, so I've got this blue creeper I'd like you to see. And I was like, I think you're making this up, friend. And as it turned out, it was not true. It was not made up. So Cat, is it possible to turn off your green screen? It is possible to turn off my green screen. Is that what you want? Do you not think it's beautiful anymore? Fine. Just for you. Here you go. Do you like this better? Do you think this is an improvement? I don't think this is an improvement. You can actually see these are quite a few different shades of green. We have to like play with the numbers, you know. What if we are our bodies and our brains? But yeah, no, if you think about your body, right? Your body indicates what your brain has done in the past. As an example, if you are muscular, it shows that you have committed to something, probably, depending on where the muscles are, like lifting weights or, I don't know, like walking up steep things or, I don't know, what else you could do. But like that shows that you've committed to this thing for X amount of time. And, you know, whereas if you have, you know, even though like, I don't know, if you are slightly larger than that. I learned, okay, I learned according to the BMI scale that I am just over the line to be overweight. So I can make this self-deprecating rather than attacking anyone on the internet. But like what that tells you, the fact that I am...
I watched a person kill the wither with bees today. Would that even be possible with the bedrock wither, or is it too strong?
I think I saw someone try the same with the warden. It was the silliest thing. You know, the only way to find out is to do it, clearly. But, yeah, no, to go back to what I was saying before, it was very important. That tells you that that tells you probably that I like food more than the average person, or I have some, like, horrible, mental issue where I need to eat food, or something like that. You know, like, a lot of people have, like, some big thing going on that leads them to the place they're at. Because as it turns out, wow, did you know this? There's a lot of psychology going on behind pretty much every basic, what are your thoughts behind pigeons and pigs too? That's very funny, a mistake. That's very funny. Toy Cat is now holding Mr. Andrew in his offhand. I hate this coat so much, it doesn't even belong to me. You know, sometimes you just find a coat and you're like, I guess I'm gonna wear this because it helps my green screen issues not go so bad. Do. Thank you so much, Comlibot, for becoming a channel member. I hope that you do enjoy the... Is this good? I think this is good. I hope you enjoy the new access to Toy Cat Bathing in Iron Brew. Unplanned Baby says, my weight went up 10 pounds and I got a desk job. See, right, that physical attribute, which has nothing to do with the you inside of that brain, now does reflect the you inside of that brain, who is more of a, what's the word? Not a manual worker, but a technical office worker, right? I know times be hard, but stealing coats now. Tut tut. You stole the coat. Oh, no. Someone just left the coat lying around. And then I get... Like, it was in my house, so, like, legally it probably is mine. I don't know how it works. I don't want the coat. It just... You know, there's... Sometimes in life, you don't control the decisions that lead you to wearing someone else's coat. It's just, you know, you gotta accept that. Anyway, so, yeah, that's a perfectly normal thing. Your first villager will try to pair to the cauldron and become a leather worker unless you keep them apart, says Daniel A. Are you implying I don't want a leather worker? I'm so excited for a leather worker. I will take the coat, Toy Cat, says 1, 2, 3, yeet. Hey, thank you, Kit Kat, for saying Toy Cat's handsome is funny. See, the fact that I am handsome and funny... see, it's weird, actually. Like, like, that is a part of physical appearance that's, like, entirely subjective. And arguably, it's the most important part. We say, like, you know, like, attractive and whatever else. But, like, you know, the example would, like, be like, oh, yeah, if you... your body style tells people somewhat about your activity, which tells people about your personality. If I play a lot of video games, you know, that's gonna show a certain thing. If you want to find people who are in video games, by the way, you can use the bodies and up with that. The same, if we go a level up from that, besides your body, which is obviously a physical combination of your exercise combined with your eating. Oh, we got another enchanted bow. This one has mending and power on. So this is the less scary version of the bow to use if we just want to hit things, but we don't mind so much. Okay, so we'll put this away. Anyway, so the next one here, right, is your clothes. Your clothes are the next level up. This coat that I'm wearing, that I probably legally own, this probably legally mine coat tells you some small things about me. It tells you when you look at me that, like, I'm the sort of person who buys a... It's apparently Nike. Can you see that? You can't see that because of my light. It's a Nike coat. I'm the sort of guy in this color too. It's a very kind of dark, neutralish color. Is a dark color neutral? I don't know my color theory. And so you choose your clothes a lot more than you choose your body, says Finch Crossley. Yeah, no, so that's the difference, right? Okay, so I know what you're thinking in response to that. You're thinking, because you choose your clothes and you don't choose your body, the clothes are a more representative thing. But this is the difference between how you describe yourself, maybe, and how others describe you, perhaps we could say. Gold Teeth says, hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day, Gold Teeth Gaming. Because think about it, right? Your clothes you can change every single day. I can wear a Gucci, what do they say? A t-shirt, a suit. Armani is a brand I've heard. I think that's high-end. I could wear a very high-end suit tomorrow, or I could wear a tracksuit, right? And they'll give you very different vibes. I can wear this legally mined coat, or I could wear, you know, my sparkly rainbow shirt, or I could wear a dress, right? And that would tell you.
Android confirmed. Body reattachment successful.
Thank you, Anastasia Crawford. The reattachment has been successful. I'm missing a little bit of a hole over here, but I'm sure it'll come back in no time. Help Toy Cat buy a coat that he didn't steal properly. He donated at streamlabs.com/toycat. Thank you so much, Cat, for the always plugging the stuff that you need to be known about, as well as helping out on the stream, as well as dealing with again a human being came. This blows my mind. There was one human being, and then you split into 2 human beings. And we're still acting like it's normal. But like, yeah, he stole Harrison's coat and he's now saying it's his. It does look a bit like Harrison's coat, doesn't it? And I'm just saying, Harrison, he hasn't mentioned that he has his coat since that picture. Seems real suspicious. Yeah, it's pronounced Nike after the goddess of victory. People who pronounce it Nike. Do you pronounce it like, you know? Let's like also like Adidas becomes like Adidas. I love my Adidas sneakers. It's real good when you put them on your shoes. I'm American and I pronounce every brand funny. I'ma go to the Marriott hotels. I'ma put on my Adidas. Adidas. You know, it's like, does everything have to be so quirky? Do you have to pronounce every word wrong? Adidas. I say Nike all the time. Nike bothers me so much. It bothers me so much. It's like, how do you pronounce the word pike? How do you pronounce the word hike? I'm gonna go on a high key today, you know? High key, I'm gonna go on a walk up a mountain today. Okay, so yeah, the Enchanted Book is Protection 4. It's pretty nice. We'll go on my Enchanted Things pile. By the way, while it's raining, we're hoping for thunder to happen. It's just not looking very likely right now, but it's at the most likely point it can be. There's not much we can do besides this. Pike is not a good example. Oh yeah, in the I feel like pikey is actually an offensive word. It's probably not offensive. If it is, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like pikey is pronounced it's got a Y at the end if you say it the way that Americans do that. Love this American slander. Keep it up, Toy Cat. Okay, so get this right. You can change your clothes every day. So your clothes are a representation of like you in a very present place, right? Whereas your body is a representation of your actions mixed with your heritage, mixed with your lifestyle. So it's like things from the past, right? Your body is a representation of the past, to the start of you to now, or like the start of you to, yeah, the start of you to now. Your clothes are a representation of the last month to now, but more realistically, the last day to now.
Where you speak with an exaggerated southern
I need a
accent.
whole stream where you speak with an exaggerated southern accent in the great state of Georgia. I also, you know, hike being pronounced hikey would make more sense, Mark Jackson. I totally agree. I'm gonna hikey go up a mountain today. You know, that makes more sense. If it hasn't thundered yet, it won't thunder now, says Crosby Man 64. You know what? That's a negative attitude. That's a can't do attitude if I've ever heard one. But like, yeah, it's like your body, your physical body is a representation of your past, and your physical, your like the things you are wearing are a representation of like your present-ish.
Clothing in Minecraft. You could use wool to craft wool armor.
I think that's I think wool armor used to be a thing. I think it's actually a bad idea to go back to. Hate to tell you, Anastasia Crawford. I think wool armor is a bad idea. I think it should like keep you warm when you're in a frozen place. Yeah, if you're wearing wool armor, you shouldn't be able to freeze and pack snow. That's the best I can come up with for it. Anyway, I think that cough cough leather armor. Oh yeah, you know what? I feel as though leather should does leather keep you warm in the real world? I've never worn it. I know there's some enthusiastic people who like to wear leather, and I've always looked at that as like, you know, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Oh wait, okay, I thought that was salmon. It's just a red coral glowing around. How sad. Yeah, I think that in that same way. So if your body is your birth to now, and your clothing is like the present, you know, so your past is. I think the thing that blurs the line would be things like hairstyles, or hair length, we could say, and then also you can perform cosmetic surgeries that blur that line too. Like, do you not like the fact that you were born with, you know, insert body hair? There is a fair amount of it you can change with surgery. I mean, also with also with drugs, as people have learned from the last few years of interesting online discussion, right? But the thing to learn is that in general, it is true that we have this weird mix that is happening all the time of the now and the past. And this is also an interesting thing about brands. Brands are always keen to show you that, like, look, we did something cool right this moment. Look at our brand new Nike jacket. You put it on, you leave it at someone's house, and then it becomes theirs. You see that? It's nice. But also, they'll put somewhere on here like established 1864. Or whatever the day is. You seem to be missing a bit of your chest. Dare I say you're a heartless toy cat, says Finch crossly. Ouch. I can't believe you'd say I'm heartless. Just because I don't have a heart, it does not mean I'm hot. Also, where did I get this potion from? Did I fish this up? Where did that come from? I guess I must have. So yeah, I'm going to go over to my... okay, we're going to wait for this fish to come in. Yeah, nice little cod. We're going to run over to the chest, or barrel. We should put a slab on there, or something. Like a button, maybe. Just to prevent things from spawning. Put our extra stuff in here. We are definitely stacking up the potions too fast, so we're going to have to put those in a specific place. Also, we're stacking up the... Honestly, everything is stacking up too fast. It's a whole problem for me. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get... I don't think we're going to get lightning today. I want lightning quite badly. I just don't think lightning's going to be happening. So, yeah, killing a witch. I didn't... When did I kill a witch? It was in my inventory. You know, was that meant to be in my inventory? Did I just forget? Oh, yeah, I think I moved the hoe down, but I wanted to have the potion there. I don't think I fished that up. I don't know why I got so confused there. This is my backup, so I don't lose my potion if it comes down to it. Which seems like an important thing. Pro tip, don't look at the pigs, lol. Yeah, we need to do something about those pigs. I'm not really so sure what, though. I do know I'm gonna put a fence here. A button would make more sense, but this looks kind of like fitting, right? We could put like a lead around there later if we wanted to. But, yeah, I like this. Do you like my build, internet? So I artisanally crafted using a barrel and a fence post. This thing. I think it's pretty good. Put a roof over them. No, because then if lightning strikes, I might miss the lightning in some way. You know, that's not smart. 100% not enough pigs. Yeah, it's so hard to even, like, wrap your head around the number of pigs I have in here. Like, they're literally just, like, they're forcing each other into... It's very weird stuff. Needs more fences. Ah, no! Daytime came! Ah, so sad. See, as you can see, by the way, we have a horse, and we're going to go find a second horse. Just to break up the fishing. We need to do fishing. We need to... It's very important, don't get me wrong. But we also need to, on top of the fishing, we need to get other things done here. So 1, 2. Let's make ourselves a fishing rod. And let's go. It can still thunder during the day. It can't thunder during the day if there's no rain. It would have to rain first. And sadly, I thought that the rain always came with a thunderstorm. This is a thing I learned recently. So if you want to share my knowledge with me. You am indeed a. I don't know what this comment is meant to be saying. But I agree with it. I realized I'm going to go grab my bow with an arrow. Just for like these situations. You know, sometimes it's fun to light some animals on fire. So yeah, we're not going to sleep because that would reset the thunderstorm timer. To answer your question, Booty Wee. How do you even say that name? Booty Wee. All thunder comes with rain, not all rain comes with thunder. Exactly. Yeah, I thought that thunder was its own distinct weather, but it's like a modifier off the rainy event, which makes more sense when you really think about it. But yeah, because of that, very interesting fact. Okay, so we're gonna grab one arrow, and then we're gonna put our bow away. We don't actually need to store these bows anymore. We worked out there's no way we can ever get a dispenser. So what's the point of even trying? Just jumping on. Have you got lightning yet? Says Veronica Baudreau. Fun name. So now we grab this, and we kill some... Oh, it's just turned nighttime, so all that effort, and now no more animals are gonna spawn. Oh, damn. I guess we're going back to fishing until tomorrow morning. Your shirt is missing. No, I'm just wearing a Nautilus shell shirt, as you can see. It's pretty well animated, I think. I did a pretty good job putting this thing together. But you're welcome. So why not move the pigs, estimate the count, and then put them back. I think trying to get this many pigs in that location is going to be very hard to do in any other way. Since you need rain for thunder like you need zombies for iron, how about a rainstorm counter, and maybe someone can figure out how many average it will take for a thunderstorm. Actually, yeah, chat, how long has it been since we last slept? I think we can do a timer. It's been a while since I played round 1. But does one trader trade llama? Yeah, no, it's funny. Like, we all agree, it's like every one of us here is like, yeah, of course. The way it should work is a wandering trader should eventually give you lava. Like, it makes sense. He's wandered the world and he's found the lava, but apparently not. Why on earth can you put a Northless shell on your offhand on bedrock? I haven't worked that one out either. I still don't know. What is the scoop behind, like, what, of all the items, you can put arrows in there? That makes sense, because of course, arrows, you could pick your one that you're choosing. Fireworks. Okay, for the crossbow, I guess it makes some sense. The map, oh, that's really handy, actually. Good job, Minecraft. And then the Northless shell. I think it's because drowns have to hold these in their offhand, and for some reason, the code for drowned hand-holding and the code for the player hand-holding is the same, but that sounds absurd too, right? Like, wait, really? The player will default hold, by the way. Look, if I move this from my inventory and I shift-click it, it moves right back. That's where the game thinks it should go. It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes the opposite of sense, I would say, but maybe that's me being crazy. It takes 9 hours real-time on average for a thunderstorm and bedrock. Okay, so chat, can someone go back to the last stream? I think the stream before that. Find when I last slept and work out the time to now. And then we can do like a little countdown timer or like a count up timer. Time since sleep. And that'd be fun, I think. Life is like a dodo emoji. Life is like a dodo emoji. Life is like a representation of something that is not alive. Is that what you're going for? Oh, do you want to see something fun, by the way? This was a gift from Harrison, when I definitely didn't steal his jacket. As you can see, he got me, oh no, it's green, so you can't see it. Oh, I got this very fun. Look at this, it's farming melons whilst drinking melon juice. And then it's got, you can't even read. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm the worst at showing myself. Sleeping resets the thunder counter to between 3,499 and 149,999 ticks. So that's between, what, like 0.15 days and 7.5 days. No, that's not how ticks work, is it? Is it? I'm not even sure. So, for glow squids, place blocks over some water. It'd be nice to see some life in the water. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. We could, like, that's actually not... Yeah, we could probably make glow squids, right? Because we are low enough down that they'll spawn. I don't think they'll spawn above bedrock, so we'd have to do it, yeah, above somewhere else in here. And then we could get glow squid ink. Can you use glow squid ink as specifically black ink? Or does it have to be used to make glow item frames, etc.? You know, let's find out. Let's find out. You need another project. Start building your villager breeding hall, safety zone, and building beds. That's a good idea, huh? That's a good idea. Should we find out how those work? What they look like? Is that a good idea, internet? Should we start work on the trading? No, okay, so here's what I did last time, because we are slowly working on this. I still want a better fishing rod, but we can, just to show you, we've got 5 beds for 5 villages. We're going to build them into 5 distinct places, and we're going to shovel the area around them so that no mobs can ever spawn and threaten them. Again, maybe they could get down here, but even this is something we're going to be working on. So we've got 5 beds. We're going to make sure we only have the closest workshop block will be... I forget who we want to trade with first, actually. Is it a shepherd or a fisherman? We want whoever gives us a campfire, because that will be fun. Yeah, I need someone who will whose stuff I can sell to them. So I guess the shearing man, the villager who makes the things. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Also, villager trading hall is a fancy term for villager internment camps, says Dirty Dan. That's true. You know what's crazy? Basically, I was thinking about this. Like, the way we use terminology for different things entirely impacts how people think about those things. Like, everyone knows the classic example of how scary you can make any chemical sound by referring to it as a chemical. Literally, the word chemical is scary, even though, you know, you can describe, you know, mineral water as a chemical if you really want to. You know, it's dihydrogen monoxide, right? Which is really scary. People get scared by that. And so, another example of this is fossil fuels. No one wants fossil fuels, but hydrocarbons. Ooh, hydrocarbons get me excited. Do you want hydrocarbons? I want some hydrocarbons. It's water and it's carbon. What's not to love? Dihydrogen monoxide is the scariest chemical. Did you know literally everyone who has ever used dihydrogen monoxide has died? It has 100% fatality rate, and we feed it to our children. Can you believe that? I don't know what... Every disinformation campaign always runs on parents, because it's the group of people who are like, you know, they're busy running the rest of their life, but they have to look like they're informed. And it's like, look how scary this is. And your kids are... And it's like, you know, why is it have to be about your kids? Why can't it just be like, oh yeah, here's a bad thing for you and for me. So I can't take the water bottle and make mud, please. I don't know if I want to. Okay, I've decided I want to do it. You convinced me. Are you happy? Are you happy? We have mud now. Can I unmudify it and get my water back? Nope, it's trapped in there forever. That's fun. Do you like this noise? There we go, we're good. Can you modify grass, or is it just dirt? Let's find out, I guess. Huh, it's just dirt. Oh, we could make the ground look more interesting in here. Because if we just look at that. Yeah, we can modify some stuff. I like this. Oh, and then that way, now when we shovel it, we're getting something more interesting out of it, right? Okay. You know what? There we go. And then we can... Now we could use pointed dripstone to make it into clay, which we don't have, but, like, isn't that fun? Also, good to see you, Jack Levins. First time catching the stream series. Thank you for the engaging / entertaining content. I'm glad people have been enjoying us goofing off in survival on, let's be honest, a very, very, very large level. It's been a lot of fun, and it's crazy to see that we're making the big progress we need to. Like, it's a big grind in places. And it's interesting, though, because people like that grind when they know what you're doing at the end of it. And it's been cool to see people's love to that commitment. So, yeah, so, Kat, you didn't sleep in the last stream. Okay, so, if I didn't sleep last time, when did I last sleep in the stream before that? Because we can add that time together and work out some really cool things. So now if we just take these mud bricks and what do we do? Sorry, mud blocks. And then we can combine them with, I want to say it's wheat. We combine them with some wheat. And then what we get is we get mud bricks. Yeah, it's 1-to-1, by the way. Oh no, we get packed mud. And then we take 4 of this and we get a mud brick. That's an expensive recipe. Mud bricks are a lot of work. But I'll do it anyway. You know, I have the wheat to spare. So now I've got 5 mud bricks. And now I almost have enough to make stairs or walls. It's actually pretty cool, huh? What should we do with them, internet? I don't actually... Should we make mud brick houses for the villagers? That sounds like fun to me. Look at my mud brick house. Do you like it, internet? That took all of that time. You last slept 3 hours and 40 minutes ago. This is made up of 40 minutes from episode 10, 2 hours 15 from 11, and 40 minutes from this episode. It says Orange Brian Smith. Let's see if that adds up, huh? I'm just gonna wait for independent verification. Mud internment camp. Yeah, right. So you know how dihydrogen monoxide sounds so much worse than water, and fossil fuels sound worse than hydrocarbons. The way we describe things solely depends on, like, our attitudes towards them, right, to some large extent. In Europe, we call it universalized healthcare. In universal healthcare. In America, it's called socialized healthcare. Another interesting one is, so I think we're much bigger on private schools here, and so we call them public schools. Am I getting that mixed up, or is that America? In one of the countries, it's like the other way around, because, like, yeah, they're for the public to enter, and then there's the ones that are Anyway, so independent verification for Orange Brand. Damn it. You know what, bro? How do you have so many channels? Why do you have so many accounts? Like, how does YouTube even let you make that many? It takes a lot of effort. Are you excited for Diamond Armus as Lore Wolf XD? You better believe it. Also, I'm broke, so I haven't been tipping, but I'm still saying a member. So I'd say get a farmer or a Fletcher first. Be getting a lot of emeralds easily. Oh yeah, a farmer will get me so many emeralds. And then later I could use it to make... What does he give you? Golden carrots at the end? So that'd be really swell. What do you reckon, chat, actually? We should maybe do this as a poll, and then I should ignore your results and do my own thing anyway. It's because they're funded by the public instead of the state. See, yeah, right. That's the reason, right? And that is correct. Although technically you could argue that anything's funded by the state, which is the government, is funded by the public. You know what? That's an annoying example too. Now that I mention it, I have to say it out loud. Like, if you are super in favor of government spending, you say, oh yeah, so the government should spend this amount on that. Whereas if you're, you know, if you see the government's money as being our money because they collect it via taxes which they levy on us, it's like, oh yeah, taxpayers' money. You know, people who pay taxes money. And like, whose is it? It's both. It is taken from the taxpayers and given to the government, but also it is on behalf of them. It's them who it's meant to serve, you might say. In the same way that when you buy a bagel at the bagel shop, you know, it's like, it's their money, but until they give you a bagel, it's your money, right? The bagel shop's money. Mud bricks are so cool. Where I am from, we call them adobes. Don't say adobe brick though. That just means brick. The whole southwestern US is so confusing to me. Like, it's so hot there, I don't know how anyone lives. Even California, it's like deathly hot. And like, so there's all these like native stories and like, even before, like, even like, you know, New Mexico is literally, you know, like it's literally an old part of Mexico. They rebadged, slapped a new thing on it. I guess so is California and Arizona and stuff. But you get the point I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I think that we can have discussions about anything, really, and we can use different language to influence how we're talking about things. And I've always felt as though, would it be nice if we could have objective words to have real and you know, even then, right, even when we do that, as we've seen from the last 2 years of COVID, even now, even as I say this, I'm not going to dive into it too deep, there are so many things that are known, but you only know them if your side believes them too, you know? Like, is this thing more deadly than insert other thing? Depends on whether you want to believe that it's this terrible thing that needs to be stopped at all causes, or whether it's a flu-like or whatever people call it. Even when we work out the same language, we then start making language that is more specific to our beliefs. And, you know, I guess that's what humans always do. Like, if you think about computer programmers, or like, you know, if you just think about computer enthusiasts or Minecraft fans, the fact that we call, what is it, like a wooden slab a half slab, or the fact that, you know, the fact that all these, you know, diamond mining, but like, what is it? You make loads of branches off the main thing. That's called strip mining. It is the fastest, it used to be at least, pre 1.17. It's like the fastest manual way of mining, and it's a way of indicating all this extra knowledge about like, yeah, it's this boring thing you gotta do, but you get a ton of diamonds. If you get a farmer, you can use the emeralds to get melons and pumpkins from the trader and trade those along with wheat/carrots. Golden carrots can breed horses too. Yeah, the golden carrots being able to breed horses is a pretty compelling argument in my opinion. Like, I would quite like that. See, I think one of them should be a farmer so I can sell. Like, look at my farming fields right now. I've got lots of potential saleability happening here. I can't help but obsess on all the enchanted rods or books you missed from every time you miss it, says Matt Napierkowski. Yeah, here's an interesting one. By the way,
New Mexico is older than Mexico due to Mexico having a revolution after New Mexico joined the U.S.
Here's the other interesting... Okay, so here's a fact that is impossible to come up with a fixed answer for. How long has France been around? Just take the concept of France. How long has it been around? The answer is, depending on your point of view, between 55, I think, years, I think it might, yeah, I think it was like the 60s they last reformed. 55 years or about 1,000. Both of those answers are a bit wrong. Most people would come somewhere in between. But like take Egypt for example. Egypt exists now in roughly the same place as ancient Egypt did like thousands of years ago. And there's lots of vague continuations of it in there somewhere, but is it the same state? The United States is a really easy example because you've never had a massive revolution. But if you're in the state of Texas or North Carolina or whatever, you left the United States. When did you join the US? Was it that first time or was it the most recent time? Like legally speaking, because Americans care about constitutional courts and supreme decisions, whatever. Legally, you never actually left is the way they discuss that to make things easy. Like, oh yeah, they joined the Union and they never left because we fought a war and we won and so we get to see what happens. But like, they left and they came back, right? They after being forced quite, you know, they were a girlfriend getting out of a relationship, and then their boyfriend said, hey, you can't leave this relationship over this issue of enslaving people, and then forced her back in the house where she, this is a terrible analogy, that's why I like it so much, but I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, so you can't even come up with an answer. Like how old is Mexico? There isn't an answer to that. It depends on what you mean by how old is. And so the fact it's one of those things that kind of like almost inhibits knowledge, the growth of knowledge. Also, I'm gonna combine the fishing rods together. I know I'm gonna waste a tiny bit here, but it saves me an inventory slot, and that has quite a high value. Actually, also I'm just gonna plant some of these carrots. Like I've probably planted carrots in every space I can. Yeah, I think I have so many carrots now that I've literally run out of spaces that are carrot specific. So now I think I go from here and I start planting carrots here as well. Or maybe I should use this for beetroots. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. I'll grow a little stretch of carrots because I've got too many right now. Just throw those in there. Like we need 2 stacks of carrots for when the lightning comes. I'm gonna breed so many pigs the game slows down and we start having issues. That is the level of commitment I have. But before then, I'm not gonna breed any more pigs because it's really annoying playing Minecraft when it looks like this. I might even kill some pigs if it goes on for long enough. So, why haven't you made a better mob farm with water? You get even more iron. If I really cared about automated mob farms, Caden, and let's say I do because I want to be polite on the internet, then my favorite thing. I love automated mob farms. All I do in Minecraft is I load up the game, I make an automated mob farm, and then I close it. That's just what I do. It's my favorite thing. But even if that was true, the best way to do it would be wait until we can make an iron farm using villagers. Because iron golems spawn naturally that way. Are we going to make our first ever iron farm in a Superflat world? Would be funny if we did, right? Would be very funny if we did. So are all countries here millions of years? Because they were here before we gave them names. Yeah, exactly. Like when you're referring to a country, are you referring to the government of the country? Or are you referring to the people of the country? Or the land area that makes up the country? You know, is Russia the land on which Russia sits? Or is Russia the leader of Russia? You know, that Putin fella we've been hearing so much about? Or is Russia the culture that has been built and the language and all these other kind of intangible things? The answer is who knows. Also, Texas is really complicated. Their state constitution gives them the right to secede or divide up into 5 smaller states. They can't secede, but they can divide into 5 smaller states without Congress's permission, which is really interesting. They're the only state that has that written in. In reality, though, I don't think states generally want to split, which is weird. You'd figure if you're an American state, you can double your influence by just splitting yourself in half. When you refer to a country, you refer to the government, not the land, since that is a part of the continent, says the true king of sargasms. See, you're saying that right now, but am I in the UK right now? I'm in the UK, even if I'm not in the government. So there we go. Where's the thing? I thought Putin was gravy on fries. High quality joke. 10 out of 10. States have more power than the Fed, says Sock Wyvern. Okay, so to move people on from talking about America, which is people's favorite thing to do, tell me about your favorite American. Tell me about your favorite American Supreme Court debate. My one is Roe v. Wade. Okay. So let me tell you about this. So everyone talks about it now because it's the controversial one that like I'm not even gonna mention it. It's literally even saying the word on a Minecraft live stream is gonna trigger some people and go, ooh, we're gonna make sure that you never exist in this place again. I had someone literally trawl through 10-year-old videos and go, why are we not addressing the fact that he said some bad words here? It's like people going back to 16-year-old Toy Cat to be like, the words you say, very bad. Duncan versus California. Marbury versus Madison. Okay, so the reason I mentioned Roe versus Wade is because if you the Roe is a generic term for a woman, right? Or maybe it's Wade. I genuinely don't know. But if you look her up, she despite winning the case, she became this like massive advocate against the thing that she won. And like on the one hand, you know, like it's just one of those fascinating cases of like, do you care more about her opinion when she won the case, or do you care? Miranda was an interesting case. Yeah, do you know how a police officer always reads out your rights? That's only true in America, by the way. If you live outside the US, they don't have to say anything. They do say a version of it. They say, do be warned that if you talk, it may be used as evidence or something like that. But in America, they're like, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And there's like actually a ton of them. You have a ton of rights when the police arrest you. Also, thank you so much for becoming thank you for becoming a channel member today, Mr. Ow. The 3rd channel member in one stream. Feeling real good. Yeah, my favorite is Schneck versus USA because it puts limits on free speech. You're an anti-free speech person, huh? Miranda writes what, says Jake Kadam? The Miranda rights, the opposite of lefts, you know, you have rights. So they're like, when police arrest you, you have certain rights. And they need to let you know about those rights. And it's really interesting, right? Because in most cases, the way the law has worked, and this is one of those like unequal parts of it, I think it's very easy to argue. The way the law really works, because you know the law is equal, applies to everyone, all the same, etc., etc., etc. You will know the deal. You familiar with law, internet? Also, what went here? Oh, this is one of the tree spots. I should chop down enough tree that something goes there, because this is a little bit awkward to just leave out in the open. They don't have to read them to you. Do they not have to read them to you in every state? That's interesting if so. Yeah, anyway, I think that, oh no, I didn't even say the word and people started talking about the big bad topic that people love to make into a thing. So chat, what's your favorite color? I'm sorry, it was a funny thing. I mean, I guess it wasn't. I guess I went right into the most controversial one and was like, you know what's funny about it? The fact that everyone hates it. Even the person who won the case. Like, everyone feels very strong feelings. And, isn't it cool that we all disagree about those strong feelings? You know, I think that there are lots of cases of things that sound absurd and then they happen and then they're less absurd. And also vice versa, that sound really reasonable, and then they happen, and they make the world so much worse. And I think there are so many examples of both those things in the world, that like it's almost impossible to talk about laws as this abstract thing, because in reality, you know, the reason the Miranda rights exist is because when something bad happens, you have to know your rights to be able to use them. No, there's very few. And effectively none, because it always relies on someone. There's no rights that can automatically apply to you, or there's no rights someone will apply for you, because that's taking away from someone else, right? If there is a right that you have to be able to have, I don't know, bread rolls all the time, that is effectively saying you can steal from bakers. You can have their bread without payment. And then you could say, well, what if we step in and someone pays the baker for you? Then first of all, you're not having free bread all of the time. You're having paid for by everyone else. But there's an interesting thing to that. But also there's the argument in there of like, well, then that's still you paying for bread, just very indirectly. And so, you know, like, but even more than any of that, like, it's hard to have a positive right that you can enforce on someone. You don't, usually rights are this thing that you can use to defend yourself, you know? Brown versus Board of Education is one we can all agree on. Segregation bad. You know what? We're talking about colors, but not in that context right now, friend. Okay, so with that said, what's everyone's favorite time of day? I like 11, like 27, because you know, like a lunchtime's coming up, but you know you're gonna be early to lunch. I hate one of the things I've noticed about living in a city that I didn't really think about, but I've come to regret, is if I want to get lunch or dinner, I can't, like, I hate going anywhere at lunch or dinner time because everyone else has the same idea. Oh, I'm gonna get food because it's food time. You posers, what are you doing stealing my great idea? Yeah, it's very upsetting to me that everyone else also has the smart idea of getting food during food time. But 10:30 a.m., not too early, but you still have the whole day ahead of you. Oh, what's amazing is when I wake up at 4 or 5 and I start, oh, we got one. It's got mending on and it's got luck of the sea. Heck yes, we're done. Goodbye, fishing rod. Also, did you see that? The fish continue. Oh wait, we're gonna use a different way of getting XP for this, I think. Just in case it doesn't like come back properly in time. So we're gonna feed animals, I guess. Honestly, we probably have too many. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll breed some sheeps. And then we'll pull out the rod. And we'll just make sure we get to the level where we can see the durability on this. I would feel a lot safer just knowing, come on buddies, you can find each other. I'd feel a lot better if I could see the durability on this. Also, you can see how many mobs we have. Isn't it nuts? Like, just how little else you see. Because we have so many mobs here, that even though there's meant to be a separate hostile mob spawn cap, the game is just not even trying. They're like, yeah, please don't make us. We don't want that. Luck of the Sea 2 is hardly Luck of the Sea 2, but you do you, buddy. I think I can now later combine this, and I can use this to find better things, of course. Would it be better to group pigs in sections of 3 to 4 with 1 lightning bolt per group so you can get more pigmen? No, because the argument here is that 1 lightning strike will make 100-something pigs. It'll make this many pigs. Try and count them, internet. Oh yeah, we can start a timer, by the way. Okay, let's do that. Let's so there was 45 minutes of the stream before. It was 2.5 hours. We've been going for 1 hour now. That's 4 hours and 15 minutes. So now we just throw up the count up timer. 347. We're at 3 hours now. Is that okay? We'll go to 3 hours. Let's start. Okay, so is the timer on screen right now? Do you see it, internet? I don't see it. What do I have to do for you to see the timer? Is it this? Nope, that's tic-tac-toe. Is it this? We don't have 599 members, but I wish. See, this member counter never goes down. It's got a whole problem. There's no... Oh, okay, this is not... Well, you know, this is what I am now. So this is the useful timer where you can see just how much... yeah, no, this is not that useful. Actually, just play tic-tac-toe. Yeah, instead of having a timer, why don't we all just play tic-tac-toe? That's a good idea. Okay, chat, let's do it. Play some tic-tac-toe. You can do it. I believe in you. So, pick a place. I don't know how you pick. Like, do you just say top, left, middle? I don't even know, man. I've also got this. Yeah, I guess the timer is in a different place, huh? Okay, so what I'm gonna do... I'm always worried about, like, what's gonna show up magically on screen. Let's hope it's not too bad. Okay, it's not. Hello. There's my timer. So now we just take that timer and we move it over here. Hey, there we go. Look at that. See? I mean, I've vanished temporarily, it seems. I don't know why I vanished. Here I am. Okay, so you're stressing me out. You're gonna break your fishing rod. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go kill some passive mobs today. Just so we can get the XP to get this thing. Because it will repair itself more than it uses itself. You get more XP from one fish than one fish uses on a mending rod, if that makes sense. But in case that sounds unbelievable. Also, we're still going to look for a horse. Yeah, I would like a horse. There we go, that's a horse. If it's a bad horse, we don't take the horse. If it's a good horse... Oh, this is a fast horse too, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then we breed both these two horses together till we get a faster horse. And then we keep doing that repeatedly. Oh no! Oh no, even worse. Okay, now the horse loves me. I put a saddle on as quickly as I can. Oh man, this is a pretty decent horse. He's got good speed. He's got better jump height than the other one. And now we need is a cow, by the way. Because we want to keep killing those things to death. And so now we can use the horse to look for faster horses. Because get this, right? He's going to keep doing that. Oh, so there's slots 1 through 9. Okay, so I think chat, you've come to a stalemate. You can do better next time. You can do better than a stalemate. I believe in you. So yeah, we're just looking for cows to kill to up our beef supply. Also, if we find a better horse, because like this guy is gonna suck. Yeah, do you see this? He's got health, but he's got nothing else. I'm not in for that horse. So we look around, all the way around this little thing. If only you could craft a lance. That would be very fun. I would enjoy that. So now we kill the cow, and then we pull out our fishing rod. Damn it, we're still not quite... I just want to have a little bit more in here so I don't have to fear it's going to end any second now. Even though I know it's irrational, it's important anyway. Also, look at the weird way you switch between the fishing rod and the bow. It feels unnatural. Hey, Toy Cat! Would you ever consider doing a collab with Stampy Cat? I think you two would make a great duo. You know, it's, we've met quite a few times in person. I would like to describe us as, whatever that, like, casual air of friend is, right? Like, friendly, seem to enjoy each other's, it's good time. It's, like, because we're both from that console, place, you know, same, I don't know, like, it's like the same background, right? It's like growing up in the same place. Both Bedrock players who started on the 360 had their success there. I think he's obviously had like an order of magnitude more success than me. Which is, I sometimes think about that. Like, do you think people, I guess this is one of those questions that like you can ask infinitely. Because I wonder if, like, at what size of YouTuber you stop thinking of people as being like bigger or whatever than you. Also, I need more than one arrow for this boat. Damn it. Okay. Where am I going to get arrows from? I'm not going to get them anywhere. So I guess we just kill sheep. Makes as much sense as anything else. Pull out the fishing rod. Doesn't do anything. Kill the sheep. Pull out the fishing rod. There we go. So now I can go fishing with this just a little bit more comfortably. So yeah, chat, you know, your tic-tac-toe skills, you've got something, but not everything, huh? Okay, put the second boat in there. And look at that, I got a little horse collection. So later I'm gonna play around with that. It's gonna be fun. I'm sorry to take away your tic-tac-toe now, chat, but it's gone. Do you know Wattles? He also has good Minecraft videos. Yeah, I do know Wattles. I was mind blown to know he was British. Like, he doesn't seem British. Maybe it's because he's got the very deep voice. But yeah, I should totally do something with Wattles. Be a very fun idea. Okay. Time since sleep. And then we make that text a little bit bigger. There we go. Look at that. Now we have a fun little timer going on. People grew up, people moved on. Stampy hasn't fallen. Yeah, one thing. Okay, one of the things that must be the most frustrating thing in the world is people. Okay, every YouTuber that like comes and then has like their rise and then they have a little bit of a fall down afterwards, or like, you know, even in just relative terms, even if they're still one of the most famous people on the planet, or you know, just significantly less than they were before. It's like, wow, they're gone. I can't believe, and like it's like, no, they're still there, and you're just not seeing them, and that's so heartbreaking because I see so many YouTubers go through this. Like, yeah, at some point, the internet forgets about you, and they assume that it's you that's gone when it's them that have gone. You know, it's very crazy. It's like very surreal to realize that your place in the public mind is this very brittle, temporary thing. Like you exist. Yeah, I know you exist in a very fragile set of conditions. Is what I'm saying. The fact that, you know, as much as people make fun of like, I don't know, the Kardashians or whoever else, the fact that you care about who they are all this time later shows enough. Like in a real life family, it's kind of the same thing when you really get down to it. The way family works is so different. Like friendship is what we all actually want, right? No one is like, you know what I want? I want another cousin or aunt or something. Like, you know, like friendships are much better than family. But despite that, despite the fact that that's clearly what people want, it's also the less successful model. It's like like everyone wants to go to a fancy restaurant, but also we all keep coming back to McDonald's. I was actually in Italy. Do you want to know about my latest McDonald's story? There was this like really cool pizza place I was specifically traveling for. I was excited for it. Heard many good things. It was open till 11. I got there at 10:25, and it was like very closed. And I was like, damn, I'm in this tiny little city. Nothing is open. But you know what was there for me? McDonald's. Save the day. Like people always say, like, yeah, McDonald's is great. It's always there when you need it. And I always thought, like, let's be honest. It's just sometimes you have low standards. But it literally was. I didn't know where I could find food at this time of night. And I was like, oh, there's a McDonald's. It's 6 minutes away or something. I was amazed. It's very handy, as it turns out. So yeah, I think that tripled the NFT points. I still want to know what that means too, by the way. I have no idea. It's handy McDonald's. Yeah, like, and so I think in the same way, the family model might be more successful than the other thing. The idea, like, the idea of not always being like perfect, but at least being like, you know, you don't get to break up with family. And it's the same with like, to some extent, weddings and stuff. Like, it's really, really also, I got my first poisonous potato. We excited? I used to love working nights at McDonald's. Oh, you used to work at McDonald's, Cat? Tell me about it. How is that? Like, what's the scoop with night people? Is it just all drunk people coming in, extra appreciative? You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family, says Miles H. See, people say that, but like, there's no good reason why you can't pick your family. Like, I mean, in fact, if you have a broken family that you maybe had to break up with, you know too well that you actually can. You can pick your family. If you can unpick your family, I think this is a lot of communities have this concept of like chosen family. You know, like what's the word? Like disadvantaged places, communities, but also like a lot of people who like just have bad parents are like, yeah, I'm out of this. I'm out of this whole family thing. Don't like it. I'm gonna pick my own family. And then you're close to each other and it works, right? Also adoption. Yeah, literally there's no... I would say even adoption though, you're making it legally apparent, which is a whole different thing. But no, that's an even more interesting thing. You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. You don't know how close I'm with my friends. Whereas most of Toy Cat's body, it's gone. What's your opinion on Furies, says a piece of pie? I think that Fury, rage, as it is sometimes called, anger, is, I think it's the most unnecessary emotion in the modern world. Like, we've evolved so far, and people still get angry at, like, why isn't the mailbox opening? I'm gonna just hit someone I care about because of this. It's like, come on, you know when you yell, you know that hurts, you know that's causing some amount of pain to those people around you. How about just don't? Like, you cannot. You really cannot. It's pretty doable. It's incredibly doable. Yeah, I clearly they didn't pick the right friends, that they can't pick their nose. You know, you should be able to say to your friend, right here, right now, hey, can I lick your eyeball? And, obviously, please tell my mum this, says Grimlon56. Oh, that's so sad. But also real, like, I totally feel you. Like, I'm not gonna... I try not to talk about my personal family experiences too much. But, like, yeah, like, it sucks. You know, it's someone who is, I think I recently worked through my own emotions on this, actually. So, like, someone brings home a world of or brings into your life a life of emotions, or a day of emotions they have accrued doing other things, and now you will feel those things. You know, there's this really healthy human concept of, like, a problem shared is a problem half. You tell people about your bad problems, and then it's like they go away. And you almost need this, like, perfect amount of, like, they don't care about your problems enough to be personally affected by them for it to work. It's a weird thing that I think most people have. Or at least that's what most people want. Whereas if people are, like, really deeply personal affected when you're like, I'm just so sad all of the time. You know, because I'm sure everyone else has had this where, like, it's not just anger in your personal life. If you want some deep therapy with Toy Cat, deep into the soul, you know what's worse? Is, like, even though, like, anger is this terrible, terrible emotion that someone gets out of you, the way worse thing is when, it's the exact same thing that usually causes anger, and today it's just causing sadness. And you realize that, like, isn't that more tragic, even, almost, you could say? That, like, oh, sometimes anger doesn't even come out as anger. It comes out as pure, unadulterated sadness. And it makes you realize the anger in the first place really was just a certain representation of sadness that they probably got from some family member higher up than them, and that now you will pass on to people below you, unless you can work out how to separate being sad and angry, and how to healthfully work through your emotions. So, Kat, what's your highest round on Kino? Assuming you mean Kino de Toten, the zombies map in Black Ops 1. I think it's only 40-something. I know it's one of the easy maps to go to, like, 100, but I'd always try and I'd make some dumb mistake, and I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to do this till tomorrow. I really liked 5, though. 5 was pretty good. Generational trauma, am I right? Yeah, it's, I think that's the... We all talk about how we can make the world a better place, and we're like, you know how you can make the world a better place? All you've got to do is you've got to buy it from this one brand that I happen to be selling from, and something about carbon, I don't know, man. Anyway, the real thing you can do is, like, work out these terrible things that have come from above you, and how not to replicate them. Because, like I was saying, I mentioned this literally 10 episodes ago. We had, and maybe a while ago, maybe recently too. But we all have this desire inside of us to kind of pass things that we did onto the next generation. That's how people parent. Like, isn't it sad? You know, if you imagine having a child right now, probably not something you want to do. Hope it's not something you want to do. But imagine having a child. Don't you want it to play Minecraft? Don't you want it to? Don't you want that to, you know, like that thing that you've done, this very important thing, to be passed down to that? It's a human trait to pass on the things that we have now, onwards, downwards, and sometimes it's like even the bad things. Like, yeah, there's this terrible movie you've got to watch. You've got to understand the culture. That's why everyone keeps forcing you to watch Star Wars. Anyway, so what just happened there? Oh, it's a zombie. Wait, nope. It was just random pain. Also, I should totally do fishing from down here. I think this is a cool place to do it, huh? So, literally playing Minecraft with my child, says Robin Brooks. See, exactly. And so, working out what things are negative, but like, oh yeah, this is a fun negative, versus how do you make a negative that is, like, which negatives do you not pass down because they are the things that cause, like, something that, like, blows my mind whenever I think about it is how many people are born into these very broken situations, right? How many people are, like, still in super broken situations and all about, like, healing through that. I almost feel like it's increasing as time goes on. Like, even though our living standards as a species are going up, our, like, ability to do family, let's say, is going down to some extent. You know, maybe not. Who knows where that's coming from? You could make a ton of different theories as to why. You could say, like, something, the traditional household of having one person who's always there is split because you need double as many people. And something, instead of having two distinct roles, you have two roles that are very similar from your parents. Maybe you could say that. Maybe you could say that, like, well, actually, it's because of insert weird niche law here, or whatever else it is. Oh no, Toy Cat, you're gonna make all the emos vent, says Warren Fenton. Do you have to be an emo? You know, I blew my, like, you know, the word emo is short for emotionally disturbed, right? But I feel as though, like, emo culture is, like, actually basically, like, yeah, just gonna be numb about things. I wonder, like, how much of a link the word emo actually has to, like, its origin. You know, it's one of those words that, like, loses its meaning because of all these things. Anyway, I suspect my mother's always been jealous of me for having many things, including a living father that she doesn't. It causes problems. See, I can't even understand the complexity of those emotions. Genuinely cannot. Literally a thing that is ununderstandable to me. Anyway, so I'd be doing everyone a disservice by having kids, says Silver Schmidt. See, if everyone thought that, and then, like, by default, right, everyone should assume they'd be a bad parent, and then they should, like, work on thinking what would make you not that, rather than the attitude of, like, I bet I'd be great. You know, all you gotta do is you put the kid in the oven and whatever else. By the way, Kat, was really interesting hearing about the McDonald's thing, like kicking people out after time. I think that sounds like a fun part of working anywhere. Being like, yeah, this is my place, you get to leave it. Because if it's like your personal house, that's probably real scary. Speaking of real scary, by the way, so here's something I didn't consider, but I learned recently. Because I had a really long conversation with a estate agent, or for the American viewers, a real estate agent came round to my house, and he said to me, y'all gotta sell this property. And anyway, I come from a long line of terrible fathers, says Jack Blevins. I would rather regret not having kids than regret having them, says Marching Band, Take Me by the Hand. See, okay, here's an interesting philosophical question. I guess it's not so philosophical. It's kind of like a lifestyle one. It's like, can you make up for a bad childhood? You know, I guess this is like the trauma thing from before, mix of the parenting thing. Being dining area manager had its perks. Okay, I hope this isn't making fun of something that is, like, serious and important. But the idea of having a dining area manager is hilarious to me. It's like, okay, you're the manager now, Kat. You have full control of the dining area. You go past those doors into the bathrooms, not your jurisdiction. Over the counters to the kitchen, not your place. Don't you dare say any. But in this area where the people seat, you are king. You are unadulterated dictator. You can flip the tables upside down, as long as only going up until the door there and the door there. How's your trip to Italy? Have any pizza? Says It's Me Ben. Yeah, so I just came back from Italy. If you don't know, I went to. I know this stuff sounds really stupid, especially if you're American. I feel like, but if you're, maybe even if you're European, because, like, you know, we just had that big C word, made traveling real hard for 2 years, and so there's a ton of trips that I wanted to do over the last 2 years, haven't been able to. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm looking at the Spanish flu timeline, and there was this point 2 years into it where everyone thought that it'd gone away for good, and then there was a wave way worse than any of that. And I really I'm getting like, you know, it's definitely not going to happen here. But if it does, I want to get my traveling now. So I'm trying to I'm trying to speed run any % travel right now. I'm trying to get my stuff in there. Also, we had a bouncer as well. It's the McDonald's in South St. Andrews Street. Hey, there's a St. Andrews Street. That's fun. Not a solution, just kind of happens. You never sound stupid, says Angela Van Kampenhout. I disagree. I think I say dumb stuff all the time. I sometimes realize midway into saying a sentence. Today I said, I was trying to say like a flagrant abuse, and I said a fragrant abuse. And I was like, that feels like the word. Like, anyway, whatever. If you weren't a YouTuber, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, if you weren't a YouTuber, what would you want your job to be? Says Frosty Fingers. My dream job. See, here's the thing. My secondary dream job is like YouTube, but then just like my passion side project is just like YouTube videos, but in an entirely different subject, because there's something fun about this communicatory making a thing and being able to directly share it with an audience that I love. It's directly supported by the audience too. We don't have to get involved with like, ooh, Toy Cat. The ad network didn't like that you decided to insert yourself in the Supreme Court decision of you know, like whichever one. You know, could you just not mention that in future? Wouldn't it be better if you just didn't say those things? And also knowing that like, yeah, there's not someone who's like skimming off the top of me. Like there is a direct interaction between how much you care about what I do and how well I am compensated for it. And so yeah, I think that's kind of my like dream second. That's my dream job, but I kind of already like do that, just kind of secondary to this YouTube thing, doing more of that. So outside of YouTube as a whole, let's say YouTube goes down as a platform, and my entire online, everyone forgets about me the moment that happens, because that's how YouTube works. Then what? I hear you asking. Also, I think I need to make like I'm gonna have to just like really sort some chests out in general, because I think we're gonna need another one now, solely for all these potion bottles I'm getting my hands on. So I don't know how I made carpets when I was trying to make planks, but I did. And so yeah, we're gonna make a potion bottle chest. Oh, we actually have right here a barrel. Oh, that's all weird stuff. Okay, so this is where we put our potions and our other things like that. I guess our fishing rod for now. And so then we can move all of our potion bottles over, and we can put our fish back in the barrel. I think the barrel is still gonna be too full. gonna be honest with you. We've got so many bowls and name tags, and just it's all over the place. But at least now we can move these out, which means we can move these in, and so we're in a slightly less chaotic place with this. And so now we'll put the cod on one row. Just look at that. Look at my cod supply. I have exactly 4 stacks of cod now. That's enjoyable. And then we can move the enchanted stuff over here maybe, and then put the pufferfish down here. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, so I went to Italy, did a little bit of traveling. I've been trying to. I am like speed running traveler. I am like very aware of the fact that we've all decided this is an arbitrary thing that comes and goes when we feel like it, and so I'm trying to like, okay, let's get it all in. Let's get it out. Who knows when this is going away? And so I went to Italy for 36 hours, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, you might have seen some YouTube stories of what happened there. If you didn't, I visited 2 brand new countries for the first time. It was very, very fun. Very short visits, but fun visits. And also I ate a lot of pizza. Like every time I saw someone selling pizza, I was like, well, gotta eat it. I'm in Italy. And 36 hours is just short enough that I can eat pizza for every meal and not have like serious ramifications. Right, like like you're eating pizza every meal for a year, you're gonna destroy something inside your digestive system. Like there's not enough vegetables, there's too much cheese and carbohydrates. You know, eating pizza for a month, probably also bad. Would be a good documentary, I reckon. But 36 hours is just like, yeah, I mean, you are here, you're doing your thing, and pizza is very tasty, and this is the place. You know, if you're gonna eat, let's say I'm gonna eat 4 pizzas this month. That's actually a lot, isn't it? Let's say I'm gonna eat pizza for 4 meals this month, because that's more realistic. What's your favorite Mountain Dew? Asks Obi-Wan. Fun name, by the way, Obi-Wan. I really like the cherry one. I think it's called Code Red. It's very basic. I mostly just love all the Mountain Dew flavors because they taste so bad for you. It's delicious. Like, every time I go to an American place, I go to you're at fast food, and it's like, yes, you're getting a free drink, and as long as they've got a Pepsi fountain, you're getting some Mountain Dew straight from a thing. It's very big. Carbs are people fuel, period. No other details necessary. See, yeah, but like, it's all about balance, right? You need to have the right amount of all your food groups. And pizza is all about, like, this is the fuel to keep you going. But if you keep, it's like the same as, I don't know, like, I guess you only put petrol in a car. So it's like only putting petrol in your car, but then not doing any oil changes. What does oil even do? I guess it lubricates the engine. Why do you need to change it though? Surely it's just gonna keep, whatever or like your brake coolant, or I don't know. Stuffed crust pizza is amazing. Also, here's one for you. I had this like, tell me if I did this correctly, internet, because again, statistically, some large percent of you own a vehicle or know about vehicles. So tell me about this. I was driving a car across Italy to go to 2 brand new countries, and I was like an hour from my destination, which was Rome, and then a big like red warning light comes up, and I look it up, and it's like brake fluids low, like it's like emergency, check this right away, do not drive. And I was like, well, I could not drive, I could call someone over, see what they do about this. That's gonna be expensive. Also, pizza is like sex, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. I've heard that joke before. I think that's the reason pizza works so well, is because it's just bread. Like, when you cook bread, not badly. In fact, when you just make fresh bread, it's always good. Anyway, so, it was like, the car that I was in was like, ooh, you need to check your, like, urgently. And then so I looked it up, and it's like, yeah, so your brakes just might stop working. And so instead I was like, okay, instead of checking that, blah, 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 I'll just drive in such a manner that if I drive out of control and I can't brake, I'll be fine. And eventually, so that's what I decided to do. I check the brakes quite regularly too, like slam them on, check it's working, slam it on, check it's working, use up a little bit more of stuff or whatever. And so yeah, was that the right call, or do you think like, well, actually, you should have called someone right there just in case? Because it did actually eventually go away just before I returned it. And so I'm actually very smart. Pro tip, here's what you do. When the car says, urgent, please do this thing, just ignore it. Almost every problem in life, you can solve by just ignoring it, you know? Sometimes problems get real bad. That's probably cheaper than just fixing the brakes. Exactly. It wasn't my car. I was very keen to make sure this was someone else's problem, as in the rental car, not the next owner's. Although that'd be funny. I mean, it wouldn't be funny, it'd be sad. Anyway, your engine's a closed system and burns off the fluid over time. Also, the fluids gather deposits of various forms, oil especially because of incomplete combustion. See, thank you for the fun fact, Mark Jackson. Also, we're at 3 hours and 40 minutes, huh? This is gonna be a long one. You in it for the long haul with me, internet? Problems are only a problem if someone thinks it's a problem, says Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. That's all I can say there. Given the things you talk about, you've probably answered this before, but do you think AI could be conscious in some way, says Simulating? Okay, so here's the real struggle with AI. Like, whether it exists or not is yet to be seen. It's very likely that at some point we'll be able to create something that is so close to a human brain, it's effectively a human brain. That is a struggle in of itself. But here's another struggle. Somewhere between here and AI, somewhere between actually, somewhere between here. I drink. Okay, is there something wrong with me? Like 10% of the time I drink water, I start choking like horribly. Okay, somewhere between here and artificial intelligence, we're going to invent things that can pretend to be artificially intelligent. So think of it this way: you ask your, you ask your toaster, "Are you sentient?" And the toaster goes, "Yes." And you go, "Can you really think in there right now?" "Yes." You know, if you ask someone who is brain dead, but like, or not brain, you know, like if someone loses all their memories and their ability to think and process, but reflexively you can poke them and things happen, that's not really intelligence anymore, right? And so, yeah, the answer to this is that, you know, will artificial intelligence exist is interesting. But the more interesting question, I should say, is like, what do we do when we like are pretty sure we can, when we think we're there but we're not too sure? How can we ever be 100% sure? Because you or I can't tell if each other are intelligent. If I say to you right now, "Hello, it's me, Ben. Are you intelligent?" You will say, you know, I mean, you'll say no because it's me, Ben. Am I right? Or French Crossley? What's the definition of intelligence, artificial and otherwise? So you're right. We don't have a concrete explanation for that, even by itself. By the way, for what it's worth. Good to see you, Dacon Black Rose. By the way, it's been many years since the Minecraft 360 modding days, huh? Also, 1.20 will introduce Hyperflat, a map so flat that you can't even jump. Now there's a challenge. I did think, as soon as this was done, wouldn't it be fun to see, like, a world that is just bedrock? It's just bedrock. There's nothing on top of it. It's just bedrock. And I thought that would be funny. And then I realized, you know what? This is why yeah, I think putting the enchanted stuff in here isn't even a good long-term solution. We need to now start throwing this in its own chest, which I guess we can also throw over here. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of enchanted stuff. I guess we'll put it on like a chest above the existing chest. So we'll make 2 more of these, make a chest, and then just up here we'll have an enchanted chest. It's just, you know, all of these things are really, really good. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving them, but also I think I used the wrong bow earlier. Yeah, this one has flame but no infinity. So you're right, just stuff like this. It's getting tricky to work with. So all the enchanted gear just goes all in one place. We only need one of these bows, and I think it's this. Is it this one? No, I fully healed the bow that I wanted. This one doesn't have. This one has power and infinity. This one has power, but no infinity. But it also has unbreaking. This one also has. You know what's the difference between these two bows? Let's put them side by side. They have the same number of enchantments. Oh, this is infinity, but this one has mending. That's the difference. You can't have them together. So we just have to bring more arrows. Constraints can be fun additions to gameplay as long as they can be overcome in some meaningful way. So as long as you have a bonus chest... No, you couldn't get dirt. Wait, how could you? Oh yeah, that's really hard. Standing to see if bedrock doesn't sound like fun. Okay, so all you'd have to do is kill enough skeletons to get bone meal, then combine the bones together. You know what? This is a fun stream idea. Let's just stand there in a sea of bedrock and see what we can do. I think it is actually very little, which is why I think it would be so fun. Renewable dirt with gravel. You know, this is a fun question. Yeah, mobs don't spawn on bedrock. Oh yeah, I guess we would just stand there. Yeah, we would just be standing. Actually, wait, so we'd have our bonus chest, and we could place down some of the items from it, right? We'd get a cactus and... No, yeah, we'd just be standing in a sea of bedrock. Now that's a good idea. Now that's a good idea. I think we've just come up with the idea for the next big stream. We stand there on bedrock, and we do exactly nothing. But, yeah, we might get phantoms after night 3. Yeah, I think there are phantoms right now. They're just high up. I think every time we jump, we have a chance of them coming down. I don't know why they come down sometimes, but not others. We don't think about it enough. But, yeah, we're all good. Also, so yeah, right now there is a thunder timer that is ticking down, or ticking up from there. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to be good. Minecraft, but with no blocks. Yeah, why do we always act like you need blocks for Minecraft to be fun? I guess the way to do that would be adventure mode, right? Does adventure mode exist on Bedrock? Can you beat Minecraft in adventure mode? I feel as though we need to find out. Happy birthday to
Jamie. Smiley face. Whose house never burns because of toy cat.
Thank you so
Smiley
much,
face.
Maxwell. More thank you to Jamie. Happy birthday to Jamie. Happy birthday to Jamie. You haven't had a house fire in a long one because your name is not Lamey. Toy Cat Transparent Shirt Appreciation Post. Thank you, Midnight Nachos. No, yeah, my favorite thing about singing Happy Birthday is how everyone sings at a slightly different pitch. And then when you get to the name, everyone has a slightly different way of saying it. It's the best having, like, grandparents where it's like, there's so many generations of people. Like, you know, it makes sense, but isn't it weird that everyone calls the same family member a different thing? Like, you call your mum mother, or mom, or mum, or mumsies, or whatever. And then your dad calls her Jane. Because, you know, to your dad, that's some sweet... You're not, your brother is... your brother, though, but you don't call him brother. You call him, you know, Dick, right? Is that not correct? That is, in fact, correct. Also, it's just so weird that this black line draws itself over things that it really shouldn't. And so, yeah, like, it gets weirder because then your dad, if you have children, to your children, your dad becomes granddad. Or your mother, who is Jane to your dad, becomes their grandmother. But then, if your brother had, if your cousin is referring to your mother, you know, like it's the same person, but you refer to them by your relation to them. Like, hello, Pistol Pete 420. You're not Pistol Pete 420. Hello, subscriber. How are you doing? Is it good today? It is good to talk to you, subscriber. Hello, other subscriber. Your mother calls your father daddy. That's a funny message to be automatically hidden. I shouldn't be laughing. You know, your brother... Yeah, everyone does call their brother Dick. It's true. I don't know. Also, bruh, my mum's name is Jane, says Elijah. See, why don't you call her Jane, though? You know, honestly, from now on, Elijah, just start calling your mother Jane. See how she reacts to it. Maybe she likes this new side of you more. Adventure can only be beaten if the portal is already complete. It can be beaten. Okay, so how do we beat the dragon? You just punch. I think we can do it, internet. I think we can beat Minecraft on adventure mode. Has that been done? This is that thing where because it's Minecraft, someone's already done it, haven't they? Minecraft adventure mode speedrun. Damn it. It's been speedrun in 11 minutes and 21 seconds. That's funny. That's really funny. I mean, it makes sense. It's like one of Minecraft's game modes. But like still. I feel attacked by being called subscriber. Sorry to hear that, subscriber. Good to see you, member. You can beat it. Yeah, we need to... I think, one of my regrets is like the can you beat Minecraft without blah 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 thing. I think I left that alone too long. I think we should have done more wacky, weird combinations. Do it anyway. I need to watch Toy Cat beat Minecraft in adventure mode. Yeah, I think we should, I like challenges where you have got to explain like all the weird little jumps and gaps and whatever. You need the dragon to hit you onto the Ender Crystal Towers though. On Bedrock, it's easy enough not to, right? Like you just beat the dragon without doing that. I guess you could just get snowballs also. Because snowball, you can break any block if you have the correct material for it. And so, yeah, you can easily do it. It's definitely doable. So we're gonna, so given that we're gonna make a farming villager, it's now very important we get as many farm blocks as we can, because we're gonna immediately be trading these with villagers as soon as that becomes possible. Yeah, do more challenges. I reached a series from like 2019 and they're so fun, says Boo Dewey. I really do, I don't know, I think I've been like in the mood for doing more of that recently. Like the big videos that take some time. Because I've been doing so much like being out of place and then like, you know, everything else that's been potentially happening, we could say. But I think we've missed some obvious video potential ideas. We should maybe just jump right into it. Okay, here's when I had the idea of internet. Like, you know the seed where we spawned in an ancient city? Like, I know it should be just as normally doable, but it'd be a fun challenge to try and beat Minecraft on that seed, right? Like, can you beat Minecraft if you spawn in an ancient city? Would love to know. Like, because the answer is yes, but like, you know, like the process is going to be so interestingly different. You walking over all these tiled grass plots give me a strange sense of dread. Have you tried turning your sense of dread off and on again? That might be the solution to your problem. Speedrun Minecraft in spectator mode, let's go. Can you beat Minecraft in spectator mode? That's a good idea. Can you beat Minecraft in survival mode? Yes. Can you beat it in creative mode? Yes. Can you do it in spectator mode? I guess so. And then we switch to adventure mode. There we go. Honestly, I think Can You Beat Minecraft in adventure mode is probably a better title than Can You Beat Minecraft in all 4 game modes. All you really need is bowls. I mean, it's true. Once you have bowls, all other problems go away, I tend to find. You know what, that video, for the amount of time I put... See, that's an example, right, of like doing a dumb... Like, that was a full-length challenge video. That was like a 4.5 hour run of Minecraft, plus the time to edit, do all these other things. It's like, why did we do this? Like, why exactly... What? I don't even know. Even now, I'm confused at why I did that for myself. Okay, so... We're gonna leave the... Also, are you drowning over here, friend? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're drowning. Just to make life easy for you, I'll speed up the drowning process. Oh, he swims to the top. I don't know why that's unexpected, but it kind of is, huh? If you can obtain bowls, you can beat the game. Yeah, I'm kind of... Now that I have my fully enchanted fishing rod... Actually, what do you reckon, chat? Do we need to do better on our fishing rod? I think we do. I think we do need Luck of the Sea, and we need Lure. Because having better treasure enchantments is great. Like, but I think we need better. I think we need to have Luck of the Sea free, and we need to have Lure so we go faster. Can you open chests in spectate mode? If so, you could trigger a trap chest that powers a TNT duplicator. We've all seen your dark, murderous underbelly. Did you know your shirt is invisible? Nah. Oh no. Where's my chest gone? Oh. Oh no. Where? You know, it doesn't work because of the clear line here. I guess we just take this off again. Show you how actually... It's weird because you can clearly see where my shoulders stop existing, right? Like, you can see that I'm invisible because I have an outline, which is just so weird for me to look at. Like, look at this outline that I have. Like, you can't even see the outline of your eyes. You can just tell that it must exist because you can see where my shoulders are. Very fascinating. So, anyway, this challenge is such a grindy one. And I love grinding away as much as the next person. But I think we need to attack this in like such a big, long...
A friend of mine was complaining that his random seeds spawned him in a lava aquifer. Sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah, that actually is a challenge. Can you beat Minecraft if you spawn inside of lava? My intuition says no. My intuition says that that's not possible. But I want to believe that you can. Like, okay, so what do? You gotta start swimming the moment you spawn. Yeah, there's the one seed I really wanted to try. Because there on Bedrock you can't spawn in on hardcore, says this is Chris. Yeah, I can't wait for hardcore to come to Bedrock. There's a lot of like dumb things I want to do when that happens. Get gold is literally the first part. What did you use to get started in Superflat? All you need is a bonus chest. Everything else is a fun extra. But yeah, it depends on how big the aquifer is, I guess. The amount of like space that you have available is a whole thing. All you need to beat Minecraft is ordinary plains villagers. It is true. That is all you need to be happy in this world. The green screen doesn't want to show your chest. Have you considered how my chest is just camera shy? You ever? Why are you looking at my chest anyway? Eyes are up here, buddy. Eyes are up here. Ugh. You can't go on the internet without strangers looking at your chest these days. It is disgusting. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Really, you're gonna go on the internet and you're gonna look at the body parts that people are putting out there specifically on their face camera? You're gonna do that? Ugh. Ugh. Now I'm wondering, like, if you were a lady and you did the same thing, because obviously there's more potential skin than is showing. I wonder how that looks, because it must be horrifying. You know, Toy Cat skips chest day. I literally do skip chest day. They aren't looking at your chest; they're looking at the absence of it. You wouldn't know my chest wasn't there. You wouldn't know my chest wasn't there if you weren't looking for it. You know, up. You know, this is my mouth. This is as low as you're allowed to know. Even if you're looking at my neck, that's pretty weird. This is a special place on my body. You know, it's not for your. It's only here because I couldn't put the shirt higher. How do I do that? Do I guess I could like hold it in my mouth. Yeah, there we go. On the chin, there we go. This is, don't you be dare be looking down at my chin. You know, the chin, yeah, cheesy table, the chin is I think it's gendered, right? So, as a result, if it's gendered, it's got potential, you know, connotations. Therefore, the chin is off limits. Please do not, again, lips are as low as you should be going. Honestly, even looking up at the hair, if I could green screen my hair, I would. You know, actually, I think I can, right? All I have to do, you know, this isn't a maybe. This is a. All we have to do is there we go. This is all you get to see. This is, you know, I don't like that my neck is still showing. It's a little bit too much. Okay, if I look down like this, there we go. As you can see, this. We move that all the way out. I am a face. And I am nothing more.
But if you start in a cave system, how would you get started even if you manage to get out of the lava?
This is one I actually, I spent so long making a Can You Speak Minecraft if you start in a new cave video. And I love looking at your neck, says Cheese God. Do we have to turn off even more of the face cam? Is that what we have to do? Guess we're gonna then. Guess we're gonna. This is for Cheese God. You know? Oh, well, there goes me, I guess. There we go. This is the amount of me you're allowed to look at. Do you see my mouth? Why is my mouth and my cheeks the one thing that don't green screen? Well, this is spooky. Every now and then, more of my face shows up. This is all you need. You only need to read my lips. Anything else is just you unnecessarily looking at my body in ways that I do not consent to. And so I'd like you to all stop as fast as you can. This is just so surreal, right? There's just something I'm not sure I entirely like about this. This is perfect normal look at you. Yeah, if only there were other ways to make sure people wouldn't look at me on the internet. But as best I can tell, there are literally none. And so, yeah, we're going to turn that. We're gonna turn that down. I'm sorry. If you want to see what it looks like with none, or like, actually, this is like the minimum amount. This is what I usually use. There we go. See, now isn't it much better to look at the stuff? Now you realize. Looks like the premise of a Mr. Bullen video. Who is Mr. Oh, you can't. If I had sweat stains, you wouldn't be able to see them. Do you like my hood that I'm wearing? This is the way I'm covering up my hair now. I'd say, Cat, why not put your head in a different body from the internet? Oh, that's a good idea. All we have to do is put this there, but then put it like there, and then like, and then just move this a little bit. There we go. It is me, IBX Toy Cat. As you can see, I have changed my body shape a little bit since you last saw me. And I got these nice little wings. You can look at these wings. See, now that I'm more body positive, you can look at my body and I'll enjoy that. Do you like how it's got stripes? Stripes actually make you look slimmer if they go vertically, but if they go horizontally, they make you look fatter. And so as you can see, I look a little bit tubby in this one. I've gone a little bit I've gone a little bit too far on the flowers recently. Make it small so your head matches. Okay, let's do this. So we just do. Yeah, I don't think this is ever gonna like. There isn't a neck on a bee as the problem. That is the biggest flaw of what we're doing here. Definitely the only flaw that I can tell. Okay, so if we take like a. Okay, this is a genius idea, internet. You've never seen an idea as good as this one I'm about to do right here. Okay, so all I have to do now is I throw this over about there, I think, and then we put this in there, and then we put this down a layer, quite a few layers, and oh no, there we go. This is working. Hello, it is me, IBX Toy Giraffe. I am coming at you again from a whole new perspective. I've decided people have been looking at my neck so much that rather than trying to change people, you can't change people. You can't stop them looking at your neck.
You should create emotes with your floating face.
I think there are emotes with my floating face, right? Also, thank you again, Anastasia Crawford. Uncanny resemblance. Yeah, this is fun. Should we get back to fishing and streaming or whatever it is that I'm meant to do over here? I think we should do that. I think I'm still going to exist over here at the top of the screen though. It's giraffes only have 6 neck bones. Neck bones connected to the giraffe bone. Giraffe bones connected to the neck bone. The neck bones connected to the other giraffe neck bone. The other neck giraffe bones connected to the other 4 giraffe neck bones. Honestly, the concept of bones is lost on me. I'm gonna be honest with you here. The very concept of bones is just too much. I think. Ooh. If we could combine these together, we'd get like an okay fishing rod. But yeah, I think that I think there is a very oh my god, what have we done? I've gone so far in, so distracted. More unrealistic body expectations. I missed that one, by the way. I totally missed that one, Cheese God. Thank you. Next, it's going to be a horse toy cat. You know what? Oh, bones. That was what I was talking about. So, yeah, like, the very concept of bones is slightly weird to me. Because, like, I totally understand. Oh, look at this. I'm a head and a hand now. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's this person doing to me? What are they? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Does it look like a different hand or does it look like mine? I feel like you can do it just right. And you can pretend it's someone else. IBX Toy Bones, says Abigail Rivera. IBX Toy Bones. It's a show where we talk about bones and we get really confused by them. Why do we need 200 of them? If we need 200 of them, that feels like too many, but how can they be so big if there's 200 of them? Well, the answer is that we're actually talking about the big ones, and so let's go into the theme. You know what's crazy? Can you get to the Nether? In the general sense, one could go to the Nether. In the sense of this Let's Play, in the sense of this playthrough, I guess not. Also, what have I stumbled in on, says Maram. That's a really good question. That is the really good question. Also, I want to do
something outside of the norm. Give us a rendition of Darude, Sandstorm.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bones are literally the same as fertilizer. You know, like, your face is redder than your hand, so it's actually kind of convincing. Hey! Red face comes in handy again. It's concerning that my face is red, though, huh? Have I been blushing too much? That's what it is. It's too much blush. I'm embarrassing mistake. Ooh. Yeah, if I just do this. Honestly, I feel like a transparent shirt actually looks pretty good on me. They should sell these in real life. Like, sell shirts that have a camera on the front. No, sell shirts that are giant. Hey, Cody Foster! Really appreciate you becoming a member on the channel. I appreciate you becoming a member. It's cool seeing how many people are loving the challenge streams. Make sure we keep the fun going. I think though, okay, tell me chat if you agree with this. We could keep doing this in like 2-hour increments like every other day like we're doing right now. I think we should like commit to a time and date. Let's say Saturday, right? Yeah, let's say like Saturday. Let's commit to like a big day and literally just grind 4, 5, 6, whatever, you know, like grind hours and make this happen. I think that's what you've got to do. Because when it comes to grinding thunderstorms, doing 2 hours of streaming like we've done today and getting nothing, it's
Cat becomes uncanny. Someone do it, because I'm too lazy. Also, to make my toy cat tax count, sussy soos, sussy soos, sussy soos among us.
That's the first time someone said sussy soos, sussy soos, sussy soos among us. I can't believe you said it. Sunday, please, says Ari. I think Sunday is Easter, right? Am I wrong? That means I get to eat mini eggs. I'm gonna go buy some mini eggs. The whole point of Toy Cat is distraction, I thought. I do like it, but I feel like you need to have a task that's done by the end, or it's too easy to feel. At least for me, I like feeling like I've like achieved something. I'd say hours max, 1 or 2 streams for each T-Storm, assuming you're awake the entire time. Easter is next Sunday. Wait, it's not Easter Sunday. Wait. 15th is Easter. Wait, but what day is it today? Oh, I'm so confused. It's a Thursday? Why did no one tell me it was a Thursday? It feels like a Monday. Oh. So Friday's tomorrow? And then Sunday is on the 10th. And then... Huh. Well, you know what? Guess I can stream on Sunday. Don't have any Easter festivities to be attending. I don't think. Well, yeah. Do you wanna... How about we make our own Easter? You know, what is Easter besides a date and, you know, a background and history or religion? You know, how about we make our own thing? You didn't ask and you just got off a plane? I'd assume you knew what day it was. I got off a plane, like, I was only in, Italy until Tuesday. I've been back for 2 days now. What did I do yesterday instead of streaming? My brain isn't working. You know what? You're asking too many uncomfortable questions, internet. So, yeah, this is my new idea, by the way. This is my new high-quality move. We're gonna go fishing. This way we can look at myself more clearly. You ever think about how weird video calls are? Because this is, you know, even though right now you're looking at my face, this is what I see during a video call. I've got to look at my own face and be like, huh, you know? Look at those teeth in there. They look sharper on this side than on this side, don't they? Huh, what's with those eyes? You notice the little bags under there? Yeah, I'm tired. You ever realize how, like, you know, no matter how much you sleep, you're always tired. You know, bagged eyes are a bad thing. Should I do something about them? Then you're like, huh. You notice that little forehead wrinkle there? Is that a sign of something bad happening? And then you're like, huh. Look at how much teeth does a normal person show on their mouth? Like, you know, should you be seeing so many teeth? Do I have to be perfect before I show them off at all? Do you want to see into my mouth? I could do like a dental exam on myself with this camera. Okay, so is there like a dark spot on my tongue? Do all tongues look like that? I'm not convinced they do. Is it meant to look so light? Is that a clean tongue or a dirty tongue? I don't know, man. You know, what? Why is it that this chair is all green screenable besides the Minecraft logo and the Secret Lab logo? Seems a bit suspicious to me. Seems very sus. Have you ever been to Greece? I have not been to Greece. Yeah, I'm just gonna exist over here for a bit. I'm gonna hide my most unpleasant features behind the timer. Isn't this fun? Isn't this great? Get a tongue brush. Yeah, oh no, now you've suggested it, I don't think I can ever do it. I think that ultimately, ooh, wait. Swimming's my favorite thing to be like, whoa, whoa, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Get a dentist. Yeah, we need to commit for like just 4 hours of fishing and waiting for a thunderstorm. I mean, we can also do farming in the downtime, and we could also probably do some building. I guess that's what we really need to commit for, like a big stream and build. And this is what it's like driving with Andrew. This is why I am indeed not a safe person to be around if you'd like to make it to your destination in one piece. Also, okay, am I crazy, or is wheat meant to give you more than... Are these unfinished wheat, actually? Is this the finished? No, that's just seeds. So why am I not getting seeds sometime when I punch wheat? Is this like the game being broken? Like, I thought you almost always got 2 seeds. Okay, that time we got 3, so there is... Okay, it's working again now. I was getting a little bit spooked out there. So I can't drunk moment. My gastroenterologist, which might not be a real profession. I just kind of trust. You know, when you go to the doctor, you just kind of trust that they know what they're talking about. But recommended that I eat more whole grains. And I kind of just took that as meaning try not to drink as much alcohol. And not that I really drank much alcohol anyway. So I was like, well, there's an important thing. Mr. the Meta Jerks. I think that the important thing today is to say that we had fun, and we realized that counter is gonna go eternally up. We need to commit to seeing that hit some real big time. Did this on Java. There were no saplings in the bonus chest as Empire 526-907. It is possible without them. It's just a lot harder. But you can do it without...
Hi Toy Cat. Been months since I catch a stream. Coming back, your randomness still doesn't disappoint. Catch 10 more fish for my 10 shekels.
You know, that's not a terrible idea. Give me $10 and I'll catch 10 more fish before I end the stream, instead of ending it right now. Yeah, a little bit of blackmail. How does that sound, internet? So only 9 more fish now. All those years ago when Notch ran to the painted office, this video is exactly what he was hoping for. Exactly, yeah. I mean, is this not the dream? Man plays Minecraft, vaguely has stuff in the background. 8 more fish to go. That's my high quality blackmail idea. Yeah, you want more stream? You're gonna have to pay dumb rates for it. 7 more fish to go. I got 7 more fish to go. I got 7 more fish. 7 more fish. 7 more fish to go. So you like that? I made a song. For free. If you'd believe it. Speaking of things you might not believe. Did you know, internet? Did you know that the also bro, I can't even afford electricity. Oh, you live in the UK as well. The price of electricity. Okay, I looked it up just for fun. Like, cause it used to be like, I remember in Texas hearing that like power was like 8 cents a kilowatt or something. And I was like, I wonder how much it costs in the UK. And I was like, oh, literally double what it costs in Texas. Which obviously is just, like, it's a bad example. Texas. Actually, it's not a bad example at all. But yeah, Texas electricity cost half as much as it did in the UK in like 2015. 2014, I think it was. And so we kept raising, we kept adding like environmental levies to our electricity, making it more and more expensive, in addition to natural costs of, you know, stuff in Europe. And so it cost like 20p, which is about 25-ish cents. So 3 times as much as Texas. And so, and then because there's been a crisis, you guys hear about this thing in Ukraine? It's been pretty crazy. They've been putting a lot of pressure on the gas lines of Europe and the Russian economy and whatnot. And as a result of Europe's largest importer of natural gas and oil and whatnot being over there, the price of electricity just went up 50%. And so now it's 30p, about 40 cents per kilowatt on the minimum end. Some people pay a lot more. And so now it literally costs 5 times as much for electricity. And I don't understand, like, why do I live somewhere where electricity costs so much if I like electricity, you know? Why it's one, oh. Ooh. It's the same fishing rod, but I can fish it till it stops existing. Oh, I could combine these two together, and I would get Luck of the Sea free. Ukraine means borderland in Ukrainian. Did you know America means America in American? The more you learn. The more you learn. Man, $10 for 10 fish was actually not a bad trade-off. You know what? Block Wiz, smart person. I'm glad that you could catch the stream, by the way. You doing good? I hope you're doing good. You ever, like, feel like you're about to sneeze, and then you get, like, disappointed because it goes away? Amber so expected that. Come on, I want to sneeze. I'm excited. I got my whole body got excited for the sneeze. Then at the last second. You know, is America Spanish? Did you know America is named after an Italian man? In fact, the Italian man that America is named after, Amerigo Vespucci. Yeah, there you go. I went to the airport named after him, which is beautiful. Because really, you know, what's more important, that one airport, or the whole of a continent? Who knows for sure? Be pretty awesome if those European countries could figure out a way to work together. Nah, that's a bad idea. We'll be separate is my idea. Okay, we've got 10 fish. I hope you'll enjoy today's live stream. I think it'll be Sunday. You know what? We'll do some form of announcement. Or maybe we'll just stream 2 more hours of me being invisible over fish tomorrow. Who knows for sure? If you look at bright light, you'll sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna look for that real quick. Okay, I'm getting my sneeze. I'm looking at the brightest light in the room. My eyes are hurting so much. You know, come on, give me the sneeze. Give me that exciting feeling. Nope, okay, it's not happening. So, $500 for 500 more fish, this cheesy table. I'd take $500 for 500 more fish. Seems like... Also, Obi-Wan says, I demand 10 more fish. There we go.
I demand 10 more fish.
You know, this is Toy Cat Fishes for charity. The charity is that I would like to eat more fish in the real world. And so if you want to... Actually, I don't think I would. Honestly, fish is a sad meat. Like, it's you know, like, eat something more exciting, you know? Press the tongue to the roof of your mouth to stop a sneeze. I don't want to know how to stop a sneeze. I want to know how to start it. Thunderstorm in 35 minutes. Everyone has, like, a precise guess on when it's going to happen. I do wonder where that goes on. Is fish expensive? Depends on the fish. I think cod and salmon can be pretty expensive. I think if you just eat the weird fishes, it's really cheap. You know, I sneeze with light, but only some people do. That's really weird. How many fish for a lobster roll? 7 more fish, internet, and then we're over. We are just 7 fish from the end of today's stream. You know, you gotta admit, like, it was 7 minutes ago that we extended it for the 10 fish. Apparently 10 fish extension of a stream is quite a long one. Had a really good slow cooked brisket yesterday and a good chicken tea today. I love food. Oh man, slow cooked brisket, but really, honestly, slow cooked any meat tastes amazing. You know, I need a slow cooker right now. That's what I need in my life. Now I want sushi. I think what I could do all day is I could just get people enthusiastic about food. You wanna know something you should eat tonight, chat? Imagine this, right? You take the world's tastiest slow cooked meat. You season it just right. You get it so good that it almost falls apart. It's that tender. It still has enough firmness that you can get bites of it, but it's about to fall apart. You throw it in there with some delightful barbecue sauce. You make sure it's nice, like honey barbecue, so it's got that little bit of a sweetness to offset the smokiness of the sauce. Then what you do is you throw on top of that, you get yourself a nice like brioche roll or something. You throw in like throw in some to your choice, maybe a little bit of lettuce, right? Or tomato, or like something weird, like a generic burger ingredient, so you can argue that it's basically a salad. I guess like a carrot is like a pickled carrot. There we go. And then what you do is you throw on the side some little potatoes. But what you do with the potatoes is you chop them into little rectangular strips. I've got this term for it actually because I throw them in the fryer. I invented I had a really good idea. I call them fries because they're like fried. It's an idea I'm hoping will catch on. But you take these fries and they're like just crispy. Not so crispy that it's hard to bite into, but firm. You know, you're biting in there and then you cover them with some like some rosemary or something. A little bit of herbiness to match the salt. Then what you do is you throw on the side of both of those things. We could just keep going on forever. I think honestly, people describing anything with lots of words makes people excited. You realize this about many of the things that are good. But if I just describe pizza to you for long enough, you're gonna want pizza, right? Like, take some bread, throw some tomato sauce in there, get a layer of mozzarella on the top, perfectly melted, so that it makes like when you pull it, you get that lovely cheesy stretch that you know is gonna taste so good. You just throw one thing you like on top. Literally any one ingredient. You like onions, throw onions on the pizza. You like ground beef, throw some of that on there. You want some chicken tikka? You do it. I've been vegetarian for over a month and having mac and cheese and green beans for dinner. Stop. When I was in a brand new country, and there was tuna on the pizza, and it worked so well. A little bit of tuna, a little bit of onion. I think those are the only 2 toppings. There's probably other toppings, but the only toppings I could see. It was good. Then the crust, is just bread, but freshly cooked. That's all I want. I think this is our 10th fish. I think we went over 10 fish. I think because I can just talk about pizza all day, every day. Hope I got you, food horny or whatever today, internet. If you enjoyed the live stream, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and I've got a video. Should we stay, just in case? Should we just a little bit longer? I mean, it does seem like fate, does it not? It does seem like fate. Feels like we should stay. We'll stay a little bit. You know what? There's no end of today's live stream. If you left, you're missing out on our thunder. Yeah. Yeah, in the meantime, we're just gonna go fishing a bit more. Sneezing from light only happens to 20% of people. I can believe that. So yeah, is thunder gonna happen? Probably not. but it has a higher chance of happening right now than it did for the last 40 minutes. Rain, rain, go away, come back and another day. Yeah, I think that dang floating head you're still playing. I sneeze in light. That's so weird, people sneeze at the light. I wonder where that ability comes from, you know? Like, why do we even... Why does any human evolve to have that? Also, whoa, Michael Morrow!
Hi, my daughter is your biggest fan. It is her birthday tomorrow. Can you please sing happy birthday to her?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Arden. 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 Arden, birthday happy. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. It's actually your birthday tomorrow and I got it wrong. Happy birthday, Arden. There we go. Save that by the end there. I think I nailed that. I think I got that good, right? Everyone say happy birthday to Arden. You know, Arden's an interesting name, right? Is that a real name? Or is that one of those, like, made-up names? Where you're, like, at the hospital, and you're like, well, we could name her Jane, but then she'd get confused with the other Janes. What if we call her, like, you know, medium pizza with pepperoni and onion? You call someone that, they're never gonna get confused with the other medium pizza pepperoni onions in their classroom. It just can you imagine just a teacher going around the room and being like, okay, Jim, you here? Yep. Tom, you here? Yep. Medium pizza pepperoni onion. Like you'd have to abbreviate it, right? You'd have to. You know, there'd be an embarrassing mix-up. Okay. You get through your entire life. You go through your entire life, right? And import someone's parents' name when they just gave you $20. I think people who tip would prefer honesty to politeness. If not, though, you know, everyone who, you know, if you want a compliment for the next 2 minutes, I will be only complimentary to you, internet. I'm gonna, all the obvious bad things to say, I'm just not gonna say them. I'm only gonna say extra nice fake things. Why do we give each other names, says No. Wow, that's a really astonishing commentary on society. You make a very good point that really we've never considered till just now. Perhaps we should. Perhaps we should spend more time considering not just why we are, but what we are. Thank you for raising that. So, Kat, what is your opinion of left-handed people? Wow, left-handed people are so smart and are not the devil in any way. I think they're such good people, and you can definitely trust them around your friends and loved ones and children and pets. And, yeah, I just love them so much. Left-handed people, oh, love me a left-handy. Definitely not someone you should fear. Love me that. Just compliment the entire entity as chat instead of recognizing them as real people, says Cheesy Table. It is weird that you all think you're real people. Hate to tell you right now, but you are all one collective hive mind as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm streaming here, and then Liam W's like, what's the scoop with that? He wasn't even paid to say that, says Lisa. I love that I strike fear in you, says Warren Clinton. Imagine being wrong-handed. Yeah, what I don't get, okay, political correctness has gone too far. Like, we don't even, you know, we find out that people are left-handed every single day, and then we don't even, like, you know, like, we literally have islands on this earth. We have islands that we know we can send people to, and they will die. Like, we're not killing them, we're just sending them, you know, send them to Antarctica with no clothes. We can do this every single day if we wanted to, and we just don't do it because, like, ooh, you know, what if their feelings get hurt on the voyage? And it's like, that's not what's important. You know, honestly, even though we should fish because it's raining, I want to do a little bit more dirt mining. But yeah, I am also left-handed, says Angela. See, and don't you wish you didn't exist? I bet you thought that at least once in your life. I bet you have. I'm left-handed. Stop, please. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel as though we have this big problem we can all see, and we're not getting rid of it. We have, you know, like, we spend so much every single year on guns and bullets and yet there are still, you know, it seems like it's not that big of a thing. Toykat's the center of the universe, is Apanthropy.
I already knew we were just voices in your head.
Wow, Anastasia Crawford, that is a interesting social commentary. When you really think about it, are we all not just voices in each other's heads? When you really get down to the bottom of the ocean, you realize that there is nothing that is truly alive, and that really we are all just waiting for the end. Okay, I think, okay, I've got an idea, by the way. I want to use one of these corners specifically for glow squid. So I'm going to make it this one right here. And we're going to use... Yeah, I'm just going to place some half slabs in the sky and just kind of see what it does. I guess it can't be half slabs. It's got to be a block with half slabs on the top. I have a lot of psychological issues. I think that... Imagine learning that you're a voice in someone else's head. Okay, right. Imagine this, right? You don't really exist. Do you think that you matter still? Right? Like, you're just a voice in someone else's head. And you know they can take these pills that make you go away. Do you want them to take those pills and feel better? Because they're the real you, right? You're a creation of their being. Or do you think to yourself, wow, all I have to do is convince him with my voice in his head. Please don't do this. You really don't want to, buddy. It's a bad idea. I think that that's a good idea. The best tricks for thunder is not to sleep and do /weather thunder. Thank you, James. Caden. Truly insightful. No, I enjoy that. Glow squid will not spawn because it's not an actual river or ocean biome. I thought they just spawn in caves regardless of the biome. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got that incorrect. Yeah, suicidal pills or drugs. You know, okay, that's another example of what I was talking about earlier. Like, the phrase drugs has a very negative connotation, whereas medication has a very positive connotation. Same with, like, disease versus virus, or infection versus disease. You know, like, STDs were renamed to STIs because, like, yeah, we need to make sure people know this is a thing that gets cured. They spawn in dark water. Let's see if they spawn over here. Just gotta make myself some slabs. I think there's a crafting table lying around here somewhere, right? There should be. Do you like my little house I built, by the way? I think it's pretty swell. It looks like a chicken, sort of, if you don't look at it too carefully. And so we'll just build a few crafting tables. We're gonna need one, like, over here, I think. Yeah, just, like, there. But then also, if I'm, like, in the middle of this, and I want to craft, I think it'd be smart to have a crafting table. Just you know, don't want to be lost without one. And then also, we're going to place some half slabs. We're going to place some slabs. They're not half slabs, because they're not half of the block. And, a good friend of mine did it with pills. So sad. I think that the very... now that you're saying did it, I'm realizing that might have been a very serious comment, huh? Don't slabs let light from fruits? Yeah, we're going to use full blocks, but we're using slabs to, like, place those full blocks. If that makes any sense, which I don't think it does. Okay, so we place another dirt block here. I don't know why it's not working correctly. Okay, that, sure. Then place a slab, and then we place a ton of blocks here. And then on top of those blocks, we place slabs. Oh, it doesn't work because the light comes in from the sides, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think we made a mistake here, Internet. You know what? If we all just pretend not to look at it, it goes away. Okay, so just break these blocks off. A slab is half a block, so half slab would be a quarter block, lol, says Ice Maiden. You know, I'm doubling down now. No, actually, it's a half slab. You know why it's a half slab? The half is its name, and slab is its game. Yeah, you ever consider that? Bet you didn't. So, yeah, we're getting bad luck on this Stormfront thing. Yeah, I think we could, like, cover this up on a couple of the sides. But then we'll be kind of uglying the water more than anything else. So, yeah, that's a thing we're going to have to back up of. We could block it all in from the sides, but I don't really want to do that. Because then it's, you know, honestly, it looks very ugly as it is. If we're being entirely honest with ourselves. It looks incredibly ugly. I think we made a big mistake. Yeah, isn't it be slab as its name and half as its game? You know what, Alex Twink? Just because you're correct, it doesn't mean that I agree with you. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, by the way, I'm going to actually... This is something I've wanted to do for a while anyway. Let's just do this correctly now anyway. Let's place these half... Like, I want to place these half slabs. They're slabs and they're half, internet. Oh, do you like my half slabs I'm placing? Okay, so I'm going to place my slabs like this. Oh no, it's daytime again. Okay, so I guess this is as high as I get for now. We get a pretty sweet view of the world. Oh, which we can use for the thumbnail for next time. Oh yeah. You like this? You like this thumbnail pose? Actually, it doesn't work because my face is here. Oh wait, we just gotta... There we go. Someone just has to remind Harrison. Can you tweet at Harrison Gray? Use the last few seconds of ToyCat's stream for the thumbnail for the next one. And on Sunday, we'll do that. Or maybe we won't, honestly. It's probably not even a good idea. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. If you did, you're a bad person, and you might die one day. And, oh, I already had a timer up here, by the way. I didn't need to bring one over. And, no, I hope you all enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. I am going to have to go very serious for a very long time. But that's half the fun, right? Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. The timer is still here, by the way. Oh, this is a different timer. Oh, I want my old timer back now. Can I bring it back? We can bring it back. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Because if you did, then goodbye. I'm gonna go play video games, I think. I'm gonna stop that timer before I leave Minecraft, though.